Planeswalker, design lead for Magic Legends, and today I'm here to share some explosive details on the newest Planeswalker class, the Pyromancer. Harnessing the unbridled fury of red mana, the Pyromancer is a ranged caster class that quickly throws damage from a distance, igniting the battlefield with reckless abandon. The Pyromancer's ability kit allows you to deal ample damage up front, in addition to lasting damage over time, with some mobility if the odds become overwhelming. The primary attack for the Pyromancer, Fire Blast, is a rapid-fire projectile combo that explodes on impact, dealing splash damage. Upon unlocking the Immolation upgrade at class level 4, the second Fire Blast projectile also applies a stacking damage over time effect onto any enemy that it hits. Another explosive element of the Pyromancer's arsenal is the Incinerate secondary ability, which conjures a flare that erupts into a burning whirlwind, dealing upfront damage and setting targets on fire. Reaching level 10 will unlock the Ignite upgrade, which causes a hazard to remain at the whirlwind's location for a short time, igniting any enemy who passes through it. The utility ability of the Pyromancer is Alacrity Ablaze, a forward dash that deals damage to enemies that you move through. Unlocking the Trail of Flames upgrade at class level 15 causes Alacrity Ablaze to leave a hazard in your way, so any enemy who dares to follow you will be set aflame. At class level 30, you will gain access to the Pyromancer's signature trait, Finale of Flames, which causes any enemy affected by a damage over time effect to explode when defeated, dealing damage to other nearby enemies. The trait can be used in any class loadout once unlocked. Living Inferno is the Pyromancer's spark power, which can be activated after filling the spark meter during combat. This power replaces the Fire Blast attack with a flamethrower, reduces the cooldown and increases damage of Incinerate, and entirely removes the cooldown of Alacrity Ablaze. There will be two types of spells especially important to the Pyromancer: spells that apply damage over time effects, and spells that have increased damage when hitting a target afflicted by damage over time effects. Since pure firepower is the name of the Pyromancer game, ideal loadout components include artifacts which grant effects tied to damage over time. Now that we've served up this red-hot overview of the Pyromancer class, you'll be ready to turn up the heat throughout the multiverse.
Greetings, Planeswalkers, and welcome to our Pyromancer and Act 4 gameplay live stream for Magic Legends. What an awesome time to be here. So it's been just about 2 months since Magic Legend entered into PC open beta on the Arc Games and the Epic Games Store, and we have a huge update hitting today. It actually just launched, so you can go and play it right now. Download for free. We're here going to be showing you guys some new content. We've got some cool announcements. We've got some giveaways. We got all the good stuff for you today. Coming live from our home offices. You know, it's still a little bit of lockdown. We're revamping the office at Perfect World, so it's going to be really cool in the future. Thanks for dealing with that. But, you know, we got some cool stuff for you today, so let's just sort of get started. First things first, introductions. Of course, I am SoFech, Community Manager for Perfect World Entertainment. We're the publishers on this fantastic title you're about to see today. And joining us, the man, the myth, the legend, Magic Legend, Stephen Ricossa, executive producer. How's it going, Steve?
It's going great. It's going great. It's great to be here and let everybody jump into that May update and see some of the cool stuff we've got, including the Pyromancer.
Yes, absolutely. So again, you can read the patch notes on our website, playmagiclegends.com. There's huge, like 11 pages worth of changes and improvements and updates and content. So real quick, Ricossa, if you don't mind, what are some of the major things that hit today with this May update?
Yeah, so these are some big ones. So some of the big stuff we have is the performance optimization. So we took a big focus on the low and mid-end spec for hardware and did a ton of work to optimize things. So this is going to provide a huge boost to players playing on low or mid-end hardware PCs. And of course, that trickles up to our high and ultra level PCs as well. You should notice much smoother gameplay experience. Another big one is the new user experience. So we heard a lot of feedback. We wanted the game to be kind of a collection game, right? Collecting all the spells, going to different places, and players really wanted it to be more of a deck building game. So we've sped up the tutorial dramatically. We've sped up kind of that new user onboarding experience, and are pushing to get more spells into players' hand as quickly as possible. So basically, once you wrap up the tutorialization, you get a second class, you get 12 more spells, and then spells will be dropping at a increased rate. Also, your realms progress more quickly, so there's spells that come out of there that you're getting an increased rate. So very, very quickly in the experience, you're going to be able to kind of customize the way you want to play with a variety of different colors to kind of customize your experience. So it goes from more of a collection game to a deck building game with some collection. So that's awesome for the community as well. A couple other big features, quick play. So now you can jump into a random mission and it'll automatically queue you up with other people that want to play random missions. There's a daily for bonus rewards for playing on these random missions. And it just makes it really easy to jump in and play something with other people across the 4 difficulty modes that we have right now. Yeah, I think those are the biggies. Those are the big ones.
Yeah,
and of course, just hundreds of bug fixes, right?
Yeah, some balance changes too. And on top of that, the Pyromancer, our brand new class, just released today. So if you log in today or within like the first 4 days of this update, then you can get the Pyromancer for free. You just get it. And then after that period is over, then just reaching level 4 on the battle pass unlocks the Pyromancer. So basically everybody will be playing with the Pyromancer within a week. So if you're looking for a new class, you can try that out. And also, as Ricossa said, it's much easier and simpler to unlock the new classes through the new player experience. So, and also we've been making changes in the past where you get more deck slots when you unlock a new class, and it's a lot easier to get spells and all that jazz. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to show today. Before we jump into the content though, we do have a couple of announcements. First thing is the Razer giveaway, so be sure to check this out right here. Bam! Shout outs to Razer. Awesome partners for us, as always. They're hooking you guys up with a chance to win a Razer Kiyo Pro, that is the camera, and also a Razer Siren Mini, which is the microphone. So it's excellent for streaming. I'm actually using a Razer Siren right now. It's an awesome mic. You know, you can use it for at-home conferences or hot tub streams or whatever you want to do. It's right here. You have a chance to win that right now. Link should be in the title here on Be a Magic Legend Twitch. It should be down in the description on YouTube, and it'll definitely be down there later if you're watching the VOD. So you have throughout the entire weekend, enter to win, totally free, and Razer will hook you guys up with some streaming hardware. And also, right now is the Epic Mega Sale. So they're running this massive sale across the entire store, and our Planeswalker bundle is 25% off right now. So if you're looking to unlock some new classes, you know, try maybe Sanctifier or Geomancer or what have you, you know, you can unlock all of them, get the whole Planeswalker bundle. It comes with some exclusive skins too, some cosmetics for your characters. Yeah, awesome stuff. That is on sale right now, 25% for the Epic Mega Sale, which is happening across the entire Epic Game Store. All right, and I think that just about does it for all of our introductions, and let's go ahead and hop into the game. You ready, Ricossa?
Yeah, let's check it out. We got a new piece of content that dropped today with a new class to play it with.
Indeed. Cool. So actually, first we're going to start off here in the realm, and we can show off the brand new class. Look at this, Pyromancer. Ooh, looking fancy. So I'm wearing the armor set that you get for this too. I believe you unlock the full armor set at level 5 or 6. It's a cosmetic. It's in the battle pass. I think you get it at level 5.
7. Yeah.
Oh, 7. Okay.
If you log in over the opening weekend, you get it just straight away.
Ah, yes. And here we go, looking pretty good. And oh, so actually, I want to mention one of my favorite changes in this update is that I'm playing on mouse and keyboard right now, so I'm using WAS to move. Now, you fire your primary attack, your primary ability, in the direction that the mouse is pointing. You can shoot up here, you can shoot up here, you can move in one direction and shoot in another. Oh, it's wonderful. It's such a great quality of life change. And there are so many other quality of life changes, so yeah, be sure to check out our full update notes. We've got those on our website, playmagiclegends.com. Also, we have it on like our Twitter, Be a Magic Legend, Facebook, Be a Magic Legend, all that jazz. It's everywhere. Our Discord, Magic Legends. So let's just...
And that WASD feedback and more of the feedback is coming from you in the community that's delivering it to us, and we are making those changes. So please keep giving those feedback, and we will be, we'll keep making those adjustments.
Awesome. Well, let's give the people what they want. I think they want to see the Pyromancer. So, all right, well, we're gonna keep them on the string just a little bit. So let's actually go to our loadouts here before we actually start pressing the buttons. Let's take a look at the Pyromancer loadout. So we've got the primary ability, secondary ability, utility ability, and we showed those off in the video just before the stream started too. That's also on our YouTube. Also, shout out to IGN. They had the exclusive on that. Really cool of them to host that for us. But here, we showed all of this off on the video, and also we get this opportunity to show it off right now. So we've got Fire Blast and Incinerate and Alacrity Ablaze. So Ricossa, do you want to just go ahead and talk a little bit about what the Pyromancer's gameplay style is like? And I'm just going to cursor over these tooltips.
Yeah, so the Pyromancer is kind of all about mobility and kind of aggressive DPS. She's a red class. And so you have, right now we have the Geomancer, which is melee. Now we have a ranged red class. And so she's got these kind of spell wand, kind of shooting these little fire blasts. So a Fire Blast, which is the primary attack, it's a 2-hit range projectile combo. It has a pretty good cadence, shooting them at a pretty quick time. And there's a little AoE on the hits on enemies. So it's constantly just like you're shooting damage and bursting damage for nearby stuff. Then you've got your secondary, which is kind of a ranged sphere. You kind of shoot up into the air and then a blast comes down and it does like some damage in the middle. And then you've got a dash forward ability. And all these things have upgrades. And one of the cool ones is when you upgrade your dash, you leave kind of a trail of flames behind you. And so this class is all about kind of teeing up enemies to be burned and then kind of critting on those burns. And it's cool because you can either set those burns up yourself, or if you're playing on a team, if someone else sets the burn state, you can trigger off of those. So pretty high DPS, works pretty well on a team, and provides a ranged option for the red class or the red color, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I think some of these upgrades are fantastic. So actually, I showed off all of these upgrades. When you level up, you unlock each of these passive increases. Yep. And you can see here, Ignite and Trail of Flames makes it so that your secondary ability and your utility ability then apply a hazard and deal damage over time, on top of the other one, which causes your second primary ability to ignite the enemy. So you can see they're taking damage right there and they are on fire. Oh, and also we can zoom in now. I love this. Yes.
Crit off that burn state, which is great. And then the spark power, which I hope we'll be able to show off in the mission to come, is basically like this giant jet flamethrower that you can kind of turn around and point at different enemies. Really, really, really cool. And then of course the trait, which is awesome. If you kill a target that currently has a damage over time effect on it, that target does a sphere of 7 damage. It explodes in damage when it dies. So it really plays well with the Pyromancer and, a lot of, the Necromancer and any black kind of spells that are running a lot of dots. So pretty cool.
Yeah, lots of synergies with this class. It's great. And
yeah,
because of Immolation at rank 4, that applies a damage over time just on your primary attacks. So you can enable the dots with any other set of spells that require a dot. So you don't have to actually play red if you don't want. You can play whatever, and you've just got free dots right here to be able to combo and crit.
Yep.
Cool. So, yep, primary ability, pretty sweet. And it is the second, it's like the left hand attack that applies the dot. So you can shoot the right hand over here and the left hand over there, and then this guy gets ignited. So it's really simple to enable all of your combos with this class. And also,
and then you can just sweeten it up with spells however you build your deck if you want.
Mm-hmm. And even unlocking the Pyromancer gives you 3 red spells too, so you can start playing with those. And one of them is Bathe in Dragonfire. It's so cool. This spell's insane. We're gonna be seeing a lot of dragons pretty soon. But hey, you can't complain. Yeah. So we've got Incinerate here, which is the secondary ability. So you can see there's 2-stage targeting in this game, which allows me to choose where I place this spell. And this also works on console too. You can just hold it down and you can target it. So then when we let go, then it will deal damage. And since we're level 30, we've already upgraded, then it applies this hazard, dealing damage over time on the ground. And then my favorite, Alacrity Ablaze. You can target this one too. Great movement skill. Dash forward. Ignite. Leave a little trail here, which deals damage over time to the enemies that stay in it.
Yeah, and that built-in dash, there's a couple other dash abilities that you have for spells or even teleport, and you can really bounce around the battlefield with that and kind of stay nimble.
Yeah, cool stuff. It's so fun and satisfying, and I love these effects too. All right, and before we hop into the actual gameplay, a couple more things. We just want to show off some improvements. So this is the new escape menu. You can see the friends list has been greatly improved. You can see your friends here. Also in the middle, it shows recently played. I played with some devs, so I don't want to click on that and expose them. And also it'll show nearby. So you can find people that are next to you and you can choose to party up with them and get them on your friends list.
Yeah. Makes it really helpful when you're in an overworld and you're like, who's that person that just ran by? I want to friend them so we can keep running around that overworld together.
Yeah. And then here on the right side too, this menu's sort of been improved. There's a whole assortment of good things you can click on here. And then in the realm, there's also nice little categorized resources at the top, easy to see. You can cursor over them, see the tooltips too. And then one of the best things is, so this was sort of added in an update previously in the menu, but now you can find these codex of knowledge out in the world that will give you a bunch of information about the game systems. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think there's one in basically every main hub in all of the planes.
That sounds correct. That sounds correct.
Cool. And you can just kind of cruise through these and
information.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. I think there's the effects glossary here, which you can also see this inside of your Planeswalker menu. But yeah, it's great having access to this where you can just see like, what does the stun do? All right, target can't move or take actions. I mean, we know what that one is, but for some of the other ones, there's a ton of information here. You can see about artifacts. You can find out what mana surge is. Oh, well, we're playing on here we go. Cool. We're playing on a dev client right now, so forgive my insane levels of resources and all this money that I've totally not cheated to get, which I absolutely have. All right, I think that just about does it for the overview part. Ready to hop into some combat content.
Both of those.
All right, excellent. Oh wait, of course. Here, last thing as we transition to this, the new quick play. So yes, there is the Latent Shadows event that is running currently, so be sure to do this. I've done it once. You can see you collect these stolen artifacts and you get a spell, which we can show off the spells at the end of the stream. I've got both of them unlocked here. And then also you can do quick play into missions and ordeals, which just allows you to party up with random people. It's public queue mode only, so you will find other planeswalkers who are in your same difficulty level, and you can just jam with them in a random mission or ordeal. Get some bonus resources. There's daily bonuses there. And it should be a lot easier to find people to just party up with and have fun with. And that's also a good time to use that new friend system too. Find people you like and you can party up with them.
Exactly.
Cool, so here's Chasing Answers, Latent Shadows, and also right now we're in a Aether event weekend. So you can see that listed here, and we are going to do it like this. Okay. So we're gonna be playing on hard today. I think my deck is a little wonky since this is a dev account. We've just got all sorts of different upgraded, like rank 9, rank 4, rank 6. There's no consistency to our upgrades. It's just whatever we were using previously, and then we're level 30 here. So I think hard recommends a Planeswalker level 400, and we're at 562. So we're a little bit over it, so we're probably gonna smash through this, but it'll still be a good time. I think it should be challenging enough to pose a threat, but we're still gonna have to watch ourselves a little bit.
I think it's going to be a fun adventure getting in there with a variety of differently leveled spells.
Indeed. Sweet, so you may recognize this character from the tutorial, and you were chasing through the plains throughout the rest of the campaign.
Yep.
I'm going to skip past all the lore for anybody that doesn't want to be spoiled. I'm just going to try to click through it as quick as I can.
Vaash fled back. She ran away.
But
So this takes place kind of after you've completed all the different regions we have right now in the story guide. This takes place after all of that, and you kind of get a better understanding of what's going on and where she came from throughout this. But again, I guess we'll keep away from plot spoilers for those that want to kind of play it on their own.
yeah.
If Joda's nervous, though, we should be as well.
Cool seeing Ralzeric again. It's nice to have a continuation of the story too.
Yeah. And seeing them interact as well is awesome. It's great.
Oh,
Enough drama.
this is the first time all three of us met, or well, previously, back in the day.
Keep pushing me.
Yeah.
And now we get the run back. I am certainly taking quite a bit of damage, so I gotta be a little bit careful here.
Chat, what's the over-under on the number of times that Jared died?
Hopefully 0.
2.
2? Okay.
What's the over-under? What are you going to take, chat?
The final boss fight can be real tricky. And I've done this before, so I sort of know what to expect. So hopefully, hopefully I can keep it to a 0.
The chase is
Yeah.
on, my friend.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of cool. So we've got this kind of story piece of content that you can kind of run through and play. And of course, you can play it teamed on all the different difficulty modes. And then the event is the boss fight for this story mission that you could go through and play once a day to unlock those unique spells that Jared there talked about. So kind of an interesting way to get in there and like play your story mission, but then have a quick way to engage with an event that's kind of pure combat that's got a pretty decent little challenge on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played it on one of the harder difficulties, and it does get incredibly challenging.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Some people that were just straddling the line internally, saying like, "Oh, I was playing on expert, and I'm having a tough time on this one on expert." So, well, maybe you're not an expert.
Wow, shots fired. But yeah, there are some pretty interesting mechanics too. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But right now, I'm just gonna try to survive in all of these little skirmishes.
And it's kind of neat, right? This mission is making full use of the fact that you're a planeswalker and your opponent's a planeswalker. So you saw we were just in the meditation room. And then here we are at Tolaria Academy. So we're going to be bouncing around a few planes, which is something that you obviously wouldn't be doing against a non-planeswalker enemy.
It's so nice playing the Pyromancer, being able to sort of keep my distance and not having to get in. But she's certainly chasing me. She's trying to get up to me. But, you know, you got that dash, you can escape. Got some creatures to tank for you. Good stuff.
Yep. Well, that's one of survivability can be one of her challenges, right? She has no kind of built-in ways to reduce damage or restore life outside of just kind of snaring enemies. So, you know, she's got a lot of movement, which means you can prevent her from getting hit. But if she does get hit, it can cause some problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, proper cooldown management, of course, very important in all these action adventure type games.
Yep.
There's my dragon buddy. Looking hungry. Ooh, I just barely dodged that. All my creatures are dead, so she's not going down that fast right now. I gotta get these guys summoned up again.
Yep.
Go dash through. Almost. There we go.
No, I must maintain control.
Pick up the delicious loot.
She's creating simulacra of herself to throw you off. Don't let her draw more power into the mantle.
About halfway up, a little more on that spark meter.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
That will have to do.
That spark power.
Can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
So I am playing on mouse and keyboard here, and with this update, it allows you to target where your attacks, your primary attacks go based on where your mouse is. So it won't shoot directly forward for your planeswalker anymore. Now it will go towards where your mouse is. So I can be running this way and I can be shooting in any direction. So it certainly makes targeting much easier.
Big win on that. Big update.
I'm losing control.
More dragons, you got it. More dragons.
Not enough dragons.
Keep up to her. Each simulacrum you defeat will slow her down.
Alright, looking pretty healthy so far. My creatures are doing a good job. My dragon's definitely carrying a bit.
Yeah, as soon as I said you were taking some damage, it's just like, oh, you turned it on.
You gotta turn it up, yeah. Can't embarrass myself on stream.
Exactly.
I wish it were you.
There's Nanny Ula.
Yep.
She's got such a great voice actress too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the character model. I think the team and the concept team did a fantastic job putting together.
Here we go. Bring all these guys into my zone. Keep that damage ticking. There we go. More dragons. More dragons.
More dragons. So I think you're using, do you have Draconic Flux, the artifact?
I do. I believe so. I just kind of used whatever loadout we had previously, so let's check it out.
No,
Indeed, Draconic Flux. Yep, that's. We're getting so many dragons.
Yeah, so Draconic Flux, that one is actually unlocked normally through drops, but it's actually unlocked as part of the Battle Pass progression. But very, very cool. So whenever you cast a sorcery, you have a chance to summon a dragon. It's a small percentage chance, but the percentage chance increases based on how much mana the sorcery you cast cost, which is really cool. And then there's another aspect to it. Once you level that artifact all the way up, once you get that artifact to level 20, you get extra duration for your token dragon for the number of creatures in your deck. So you've got this fun little synergy where, well, if I have more sorcerers in my deck, I have more chances to summon it. But if I also have a lot of creatures in my deck, it keeps it out there longer. So you've got this fun trade-off when you're trying to build your deck and maximize your legendary artifacts.
Oh, interesting. That's fantastic.
So you've got Spark in there, which I think is a one mana spell. So I think your odds will be like 12% or something, or maybe lower than that. But then if you cast something that's like Bathe in Dragonfire, pretty good odds you'll drop another dragon in there. With that thing.
Let's do it now. Yeah. Oh, we totally did. Dang, nice call. Thanks for the good luck. Give me those dragons.
Yeah, well, I had someone fake it just to make sure. I didn't want to look bad on screen.
Oh. Of course, on the dev client. Yeah, just gotta make us look good.
Someone snuck in there. I think Bathe in Dragonfire is like a 7 or 8 mana spell. It is all but guaranteed with a maxed out Draconic Flux that you're gonna get that token.
Ah, excellent. Big boy.
Yep.
Getting sieged from a distance too. All my friends are dead.
Your corpse being.
All right.
I mean, it's working. You've got the corpse fiend up there tanking while this guy's the Drake is back there dropping in range shots.
Yeah. I just kind of threw this deck together. I'm like, all right, pick some reds, just throw some artifacts in.
Yeah.
It's great. I got lucky with this one. But also Pyromancer, I think, like we were talking about earlier, all that dot damage, it just synergizes great with everything. It's fantastic.
Right. As long as you throw something that does dot you and have to pay attention, you can probably do okay. But
yeah.
You can definitely maximize it if you try.
Ooh, there are these hazards around the outside too. You got to be careful about these ones.
Yeah.
They do a lot of damage, and they can be a little tough to see. They have a nice specular on them, so they, when you hit the light right, you can totally see where they're at. But in the heat of combat and with all the hazards and stuff, you got to look out for that.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I just took a ridiculous amount of damage there. Okay, 0 deaths, please. Summon up my dudes. I can use my spark power. I think I want to keep it. I think I want to save it for the actual final boss arena.
I'm certainly one of those people that says, I'm going to save it for the end and then end the mission and have it cast it.
All right, that got a little sticky there, but we came out on top.
You're still clear.
So
Unblemished stream record intact for now.
For this one at least. I think I've died a couple times on stream. We are just playing on hard though.
Yep.
Maybe next stream we'll go crazy and we'll add enchantments and I'll build out a fat deck, high level, all that stuff. That'll be crazy.
That would be super cool.
Ralph said you would come. Vaash caught me off guard. Through these vines. Stop her!
And now we're into Zeem.
Yep.
Seeing some of our favorite characters, visiting all these past locations.
Yep.
Shay is hot. She is
They're learning why she was making the rounds to the different planes.
Oh, so something I'm not sure if we talked about yet. I actually want to pull this up real quick. Is if we go to class here, level info. So here it is, Lingering Pain at level 20. When you level up your Pyromancer to level 20, you get Lingering Pain, which deals bonus damage to enemies afflicted with damage over time effects. So right there, you're already dealing more damage. And also Fiery Explosion, whenever your health drops below 25% from a single source, inflict damage back to the attacker and gain greater swiftness. So when you get low on health, you do get a little bit of a zip to get you out of a bad situation.
I know that I'm a huge fan of those swiftness triggers. I know I've got a couple of artifacts and a piece of equipment, I think, on live where, you know, out of nowhere, I'll see the little swirling and I'll be like, ooh, my swiftness.
Yeah, I've been seeing it pop up occasionally when I drop really low. It's super nice to have that, especially when Alacrity Ablaze is on cooldown.
Yep.
And you just get hit out of nowhere, then you're able to escape a little bit. So, excellent class, super fun. And for those of you just joining now, the class is available right now for free. All you have to do is just log in and you unlock it. And if you missed this little promotion window where the class is just being granted just for logging in, then it is part of the Battle Pass. So the free Battle Pass track at level 4, you will be able to unlock this class. So super early. Even if you miss this time, this short 4-day window, then it shouldn't take you very long to unlock the class going forward. There's a lot of spooky stuff back there. I'm just gonna turn my camera and not. We won't look at that for now.
A lot of stuff heading your way.
Yeah.
I'm losing control.
Oh boy! All right. Get Bathe in Dragon Fire going. Boom. Just incinerates everything. So you'll see Vaash casting these cones. You really got to get out of those. That does so much damage. She has like a dash and she has a conal attack. She has some other triggers. Oh, there, like that. Oof. Yep.
I love the effects of the burning ground when you're dashing through. It just looks so cool, especially in this environment when it's all green.
Yeah, absolutely. The contrast is really nice.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna shoot out a taunt, try to position a little better here. Dump out all of our hazards, like this. Oh! Enemies everywhere. Big circle from the Green Warden. Oh, I almost got snared right there into her dash. I'm getting pretty lucky. She's almost down. There we go. All right, it's getting more challenging with each stage.
I will tend to Zendikar.
All right, take a little breather.
And it's nice, right? Like Geomancer, if you like getting in there, you can. But with your Pyromancer, you can kind of get your creatures in there and stick to the edges of the battle a little bit, peppering in with your attacks and dashing around. It's a different play experience for the color, which is really cool.
Yeah, this class feels really nice too. That's something you can't really get from watching. Just how the how the game feels, how the classes feel to play. Oh man, it's so satisfying Just firing your basic ability. These little pew pew wands. Uh-oh. He's going Omega Dark mode. Alright, so I know this encounter, so I'm gonna wait for her to dip first, and then we're gonna spark power. Because I don't want to waste any of it.
Yep.
There she goes.
Dark mode, shadow form.
Our dragon's hungry.
You've also got your, remember this is the event as well. This is you play just this boss fight. You can earn those spells we'll look at here in a little bit.
Right, alright, spark power time, let's go! Oh! It's a literal fire hose. It is a hose of fire.
It's
Let's use these other ones. Oh, alright. That did a good chunk of damage. I'm glad I was able to, to show that off on stream.
Yep. Yep.
Look out for that line.
You can actually rotate that as well. So if you've got a kind of a swarm of enemies coming towards you, you can kind of just burn them all down.
Oh yeah, aim it in whatever direction the enemies are. Whatever needs to burn can get burnt. Ooh, see. He teleported it. Yeah, I was a little bit slow on that one, so I wasted my cooldowns there. But I'm gonna say, oh boy. Here we go. Save him until she's back. Okay, with that dragon fire.
There you are.
Try to start building my creatures up again. She's killing them so quick. But I'm glad they're tanking for me, dealing damage to them instead of me. Okay, here's a new mechanic. Check this out. Look at this galactic swirly. I'm gonna stand in it for a minute. Look at all that damage.
Ridiculous.
Use the dash, escape, put down a hazard over here so they walk into it. All right, let's see if we can trigger this in the middle. There we go. Just so I have a little bit more space around the outside to run.
Sure.
Whoop. Put the taunt up. Got my AoE down. I'll try to get this to land around the outside. There we go. That gives us plenty of space in the middle now. Dragonfire. Oh, she's doing two of them now.
Yep. Stepping up. I love the little skulls when they're coming towards you in the mouth.
Yeah, it's great. I see someone in chat mentioning that the effects are incredible. They're breathtaking. But yeah, shout outs to the FX artists on this.
Yeah, fantastic job, kind of across the board. The systems team pulled the boss fight together, the effects team, concept team, animation, everybody kind of pulled out all the stops on what's really our first big kind of boss fight, right? Post-launch.
You can see I popped Molten Shale there because I knew that she was going to be casting that at me. So I just ate it in the corner. And it didn't do any damage because I have the shield, but now I don't, so now I'm going to dash away. Ooh, not very good positioning on that. That kind of craps me. Alright, we're going to save Dragonfire for when she comes back. I'm going to save my dash. Hit her with the Dragonfire. Try to get this to drop on the outside. And if we go... Oh, okay, I took... Okay, not too bad, not too bad. If we step outside this ring, too, you start taking a ridiculous amount of damage. So you definitely don't want to go outside.
It doesn't look safe, that's for sure.
No, not at all. Here, we're starting to get champions now. Really got to pick up the deeps. I also want to save my dash, too, because I never know when she's going to be zooping back in. The taunt out. Got some circles. It is. Alright, let's dunk on her. Getting pretty low. Can we finish her this phase? Oh, so close. So close. All right, I'm going to try to save up and we'll get her this next phase.
I've been waiting.
Oh. Nice, we got her. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. For those of you that picked the under, you went wrong.
Trail is complete.
All right, flex a little bit with this OP deck.
Yep.
Nice little cutscene and some closure.
Tee us up for what's to come down the line with more updates, more content.
And of course, some tangible rewards, something good. Oh, well, we're in the dev client, so actually, I did this already. So that's why we're not seeing it, but yeah. But something else that you'll notice as you're playing through now on the live client is that after an ordeal or a story mission is done and you open the chest, it gives you the rewards, but you don't actually planeswalk out of the mission until you interact with the chest again. So that gives you an opportunity to run around and collect all the loot that's on the ground for you. Another huge quality of life change. We definitely saw a lot of people mentioning that. And, you know, yeah, Cryptic acknowledged that. They're totally aware, and they went ahead and fixed it as quick as they could. And it's in this update right now. So you won't be losing loot for somebody, you know, who just wants to get to the next thing. Now you have an opportunity to run around and collect all your loot up.
Yep.
Sweet. And that was the mission. That was Pyromancer. And also, just a little teaser for you guys. So here are 2 new spells that were added in this update. So I believe Shadow Asylum is the one that you get for completing the Act 4 story mission. And this is the one that the boss was casting at us. See the cool skull, and it leaves like the little galaxy swirly on the ground. Awesome stuff. You can check out the description tooltip right here. So this is a black-green. And same with Corrosive Salvo. We'll go ahead and spoil this one for now. This is from the event. So if you do 14 days of the new event, then you get Corrosive Salvo. This is a mythic sorcery as well. Both of these are sorceries. This one's a rare. This one's a mythic. This is pretty sweet. I was thinking about showing it on stream, but I actually think I won't do it because I want you guys to work for this and check it out yourself because it is an awesome spell. Super fun to use. Yeah, incredibly powerful, but this is so you know what you're working for. Amazing thing. Cool, I think that just about wraps it up for the content that we had today. You know, short stream, just compact it all together, show you guys a little bit of something we've got, talk about the new updates and everything. So this update is live right now. Even though we are playing on a dev client right here, you can actually play this on a live client right now on the Epic Games Store or on Arc Games. Download, play for free. Check out all this cool stuff. Check out all the new improvements that were in this update too. You know, the condensed tutorial and starter experience, allowing you to unlock new classes and new spells much quicker. Also, providing more spells earlier on in the Battle Pass. This brand new class too, the Pyromancer. You know, you can, if you log in right now or for the next like 3 days, you just get this class. And then after that period is over, then it'll be available on the level 4 of the Battle Pass, the free track. And also this costume set, these cosmetics, which I have this character decked out in right now, that is also on the free track. And then more spells too. When you unlock the Pyromancer, you get the Bathe in Dragonfire, which we were showing off today, and a whole bunch of other cool spells and all that jazz. So definitely come check it out. Also, this is a good opportunity for us to shout out the promo. Big ups to Razer for hooking you guys up with a chance to win these awesome streaming hardware. This is a Razer Kio Pro webcam and also a Razer Siren Mini, the microphone. So the link for that should be in the Twitch title on Be a Magic Legend. We'll also have it up in the description on YouTube if you're watching this later, if you're checking out the VOD, and this will run through the whole weekend, totally free. Be sure to enter in to win for that. Razer always giving you guys cool prizes. And also, one last shout out to Epic too. They have this mega sale going on right now, the Epic Game Store mega sale. So the Planeswalker bundle for Magic Legends is available for 25% off during this Epic Games Store mega sale. And also like a whole bunch of their catalog is discounted right now too. So it's the best time to hop into Magic Legends for sure. So I think that just about wraps it up for us. Any closing words, Ricossa? Anything you'd like to say before we go?
I mean, there's a lot to check out. I think it's a perfect time for anyone to jump in, get that Pyromancer, and check out that content. So,
yeah.
See you in the multi.
Yeah, see you in the multiverse. Yes, the giveaway is worldwide, so be sure to sign up for that. And again, just to tag on to that, check out our update notes on Be a Magic Legend, at Be a Magic Legend on Twitter, and also on Facebook. And also we've got a Discord, Magic Legends, our Twitch channel here. All that stuff is just down below in the link if you're watching us on Be a Magic Legend. And also ups to everybody who's on the Epic Games channel. Hey, thanks for supporting us, Epic. You guys are awesome. So for myself, for Ricossa, for everybody at Perfect World, everybody at Cryptic, it's been an awesome time. We are just under 2 months out from our open beta launch date for Magic Legends. We've been improving this game like every other week. This is our first major update. Lots of cool stuff in there. Check out the update notes. So much content and so much more stuff to do. Quality of life changes, bug fixes, and definitely a lot more stuff to come in the future. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you in the multiverse.